Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. When you purchase a new device, the first thing you want to do is protect it. And some people will go as far as to buy extended warranties and spend dozens, if not hundreds of dollars on protecting that initial investment in case you might drop it or something else might happen to it. The one thing I recommend for anything that has a screen, whether it's a glass screen or an LCD, any type of screen, specifically on a device that can be dropped, is getting some kind of screen protection. My Blackjack, screen protector on there. And of course my new iPhone, which my wife got for me for my birthday. I also picked up a crystal film set, and this skin was specifically designed to be laid over and on top of the iPhone screen. I definitely recommend getting something like this for any device that you have, whether it's a PSP, whether it's a Nintendo DS, whether it's a digital camera, especially if the back of your screen can be exposed. Ponzi has completely ruined one of her digital cameras. Well, actually, it's her only digital camera now. But she damaged it because she didn't heed my warning and put on a screen protector. They've been called Rights before, W-R-I-T-E-R-I-G-H-T. I'm not a master of spelling, but she didn't cut one out as I told her to do, and she was expecting me to do it, I'm sure. That's a husband's duty, I guess, is to protect people's screens. But I, on the other hand, had protected my previously exposed LCD screen on the back of one of my digital cameras, the SD700IS, which I'm looking to sell at this point. And I don't know if I should zoom up real close, but actually you can kind of tell in that video. It's scuffed and scratched and marked just from being in my regular old pocket. If you're not doing anything to protect your screen, you're crazy. Seriously, you're crazy. This is the best investment, or something like this is the best investment that you can make for any kind of mobile device, even with a phone. I'm going to go as far as to, at least for my iPhone, I'm really afraid of dropping it. And I'll do it. I'll drop it. I mean, I drop stuff all the time. I don't mean to. I'm just a natural klutz. So I'm going to be looking for the best kind of casing for the iPhone that's going to keep it protected and not be too bulky. The best casing for the iPod that I've ever got is not a full protection. You have to pardon me, I'm walking up and across my office here. It's not a fully protected skin, but it's protected enough. This is a Griffin, I guess. I don't know if they've got a specific name for it, but it's a hard casing, a plastic casing, so in case I drop it, it's at least more protected. The issue with dropping a device that has moving parts inside, as it is the case for the 60 gigabyte iPod, you probably do more damage to the moving parts than you do the actual phone or the screen itself. But not having some kind of screen protection is just nuts. Seriously, it's nuts. Because this costs nothing in comparison to having to replace an entire unit because you crack the screen, or you drop the screen, or you scratch the screen, and it just annoys you. Because if you scratch the film, you can always peel it off and put a new one on. So I'm going to be on the lookout. Maybe Griffin already has something similar for the iPhone with something that will encase it entirely in case it gets dropped, which it will get dropped. I'm sure people have already got stories of people dropping their iPhones and shattering them into a million or just two pieces. That's enough to shatter them. It's going to happen, and if you don't take the time to protect yourself now, you're going to regret it. So if you have any suggestions for manufacturers, either for people who create film for these types of devices, or if you have preferred iPod or mobile device cases, specifically now, since I've got an iPhone, I'm looking for a really good, I don't want to take the iPhone in and out. I hate that. I've had that kind of stuff before. I don't want that. I want something that just, it's there, it's protected, I can pull it in, pull it out of my pocket, and I'm good to go. I don't need to open things, snap things. I don't need it to be fancy. I just need it to protect. I'm looking for recommendations, and I'm taking them all. So leave a comment, follow-up, remark, post. I'm sure I'm not the only person who needs help. Maybe you have a company that does this kind of thing, and I'd be interested in talking to you about that kind of stuff. And, of course, if you want to make fun of me because I bought an iPhone, you're welcome to do so, and all you need to do that, well, you can leave a comment, but it's much more fun to make fun of me in real life. and you know where to do that. The URL, got it? You know where to go, right? Okay, I'm not going to bother to say it because I know people are typing it in the chat room right now.